And it's time for Eddie Deen.
Testing. All right, everybody can hear me. Look at there. Everybody good back there in the back? We got a lot of ribs to eat tonight, so you guys hope you get hungry. Y'all good over here? All right. Make sure the bartenders, we take care of the bartenders. Make sure to take care of all these booths that on the other side of the building. Anyway, Eddie Deen and company, how many years we've been doing this? ZestFest? 10? At least 10 years? I started off when I was 20 years old. I'm 30. So it's been a good 10 years. A little bit about Eddie Deen. We catered the last 24 years of the Texas inaugurations in Austin, Texas. We catered over 87,000 guests for President George W. Bush. We've done parties in Mauritius. We've done parties in Europe. But one of the greatest experiences you can ever have is when I always come back to ZestFest. The reason I like ZestFest is because the people who runs these booths and started these product and service, they chose themselves. And to me, that's one of the most critical pieces of the puzzle in life is when you get to choose yourself. The worst thing you can go through life is where you're always waiting for somebody to choose you and appoint you to do something. So we call it being a cutting horse. A cutting horse walks into the arena and makes a decision on their own behalf. A trail horse is a horse that has to, you got to mortify the horse into spiritual death. You got to turn the light switch off. And so we have programs in inner city schools, homeless shelters, prison. I got a call yesterday from the head of the largest prison in the universe, Texas. They want to come up and see our workshop. Our workshop is based on the idea that there's a butterfly in every caterpillar. We do not believe that you train a caterpillar to be a butterfly. The problem with that idea, when you train a caterpillar to be a butterfly, only 10% of the caterpillars turn into a butterfly. 90% stay a caterpillar. So we want to redesign education. We want to redesign prisons. We want an individual to be able to think on their own behalf. And so we think and believe that there's a butterfly in the caterpillar. If we set the stage, it will unfold. That's how we do our programs in homeless shelters. Over 3,000 homeless people have become butterflies, basically, cutting horses, people that can think on their own behalf. Does that make any sense to you guys? How about Honduras? Make sense? We're going to go to Honduras, and we're going to set the stage for the whole world to unfold differently in Honduras. Butterflies will unfold in Honduras. You go with that. You go with that. There you go. All right. So our first, what we're doing today, where's Scott?
I'm right here, Mr.
All right,
Deen.
Scott. Where's my helper? Scott. That's Scott. Everybody, all Scott's coming forward.
No, that's all Scott all the time.
Okay, we got
Hey guys, we got
chipotle pepper.
Maine and Burns, Texas, smoky chipotle
There she
pepper.
goes, in the red blouse right there.
All right. Come on in. Tell us about your product.
So it's Burns pepper salt because it's hot, and it's made here in Dallas, not
Give it to
in
that lady
Boerne,
right there.
Texas. And gosh, it's just got that little smoky taste that goes well on almost anything from your eggs, Bloody Mary, ribs. I mean, sprinkle it in your margarita too. That's a good place for it.
I'm all in favor. What's in the rub? What's in the rub?
So I've got 6 different flavors. I've got a hatch, chipotle, jalapeno, cayenne, habanero, and a Carolina Reaper. And they all have the same base. It's salt, garlic, turmeric, oregano, thyme, cumin, and then the pepper. And so it just changes the flavor with just one sprinkle.
Where can we find you? What booth are you in?
412.
412. 412, Mr. Dean.
Did you get a picture of you and Scott?
No, we don't want a picture
Facebook.
of me.
You
No,
got to
sir,
do a
that's-
Facebook right now. You got to.
But absolutely, take a picture, put yourself over on Facebook, on Twitter. This is the time. Thank you so much. And again, it's Burns pepper sauce.
All right.
All
Appreciate
right,
it.
let's get it.
Okay, so we got our friends from
Thank you.
Rockwall Heath, I think, Rockwall area. Spicy Calabrero Seasoning, booth 321. There he is.
Tell us about your sauce.
Actually, it's a dry rub.
Dry rub. My apologies.
So it's my Magic Dust sweet. It's I made it specifically for pork. It's a blend of Latin and classic barbecue flavors. A little different, out of the box. A little sweet, a little savory, just a little hint of cayenne at the end. So everybody in the family can enjoy it without too much
The
heat.
guy talking.
Terrific. Now, where can we find you? Spicy Cowboy Seasoning. Where can we find you?
We're on booth 321.
321, and that's what Scott's bringing out now. You get the first crack at it. Spicy Caballero Seasoning. Let's get this photo. Mr. Dean says we get a photo. We get a photo. Awesome.
Let's get that on
Thank you, Spicy.
Facebook today.
They'll be up, Mr. Dean.
We got Texas Rub Club. Abicui from Beaumont.
From out in Beaumont,
What we got? 237, booth 237.
booth 237. From out in Beaumont. Is that you?
OBQ.
All right, here we go.
OBQ.
Running up late. Must be a Von Erich. Come on in, sir. Tell us about your product.
So Texas Rub Club is a monthly subscription, the best Texas rubs sent to your door every single month, and we are obviously promoting the Beaumont, and we're at 237.
237, and it's not your product so much, it's your service. So what is this we're having today?
You're having which one do you have?
The Beaumont?
We got the Beaumont hot and beefy seasoning.
I'll tell you right now. Has anybody ever had this? Have you put it on your hand and licked it? It's unbelievable. Celery, I believe, is the number one taste bud in there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir?
Yeah.
And we're sampling over there at the booth.
Yeah, when you try that, you're going to go on a vacation right here. I want you to take that pan and share it out to your friends.
What booth again? Booth 237, the Texas Rub Club. And we got the Beaumont celery-based seasoning coming out. Grab a rib. You don't want to miss it. If you think you're going to get a rib waiting way back there, well, they'll come to me.
Yeah,
No, come on
everybody's
up.
got to come forward. Everybody's got to come this way. 5 Point Barbecue. 5 Point Barbecue.
5 points.
5 Point Barbecue.
See if I see anybody running up.
222.
5 points.
5 Point
No.
Barbecue. Here you go, Scott. Go ahead. We have 5 Point Barbecue.
5
up
Point
here.
Barbecue.
5 Point, 222.
Booth 222. Here he comes, Mr. Dean, waving his arms way
right,
back
there
in the
he is.
back. And here comes the better half, making way better time, I'll be honest with you. Tell us about 5 points.
We started a company about 2 years ago. We got married, and I've always cooked for family and friends, and they said, you need to do this. And I said, nah, I'm not that good. So we started the company, and Catherine, I said, if you're going to want to do this and you want to do this, quit your job. She quit her job the next day, and we've been working on it. We started with a 100-year-old recipe, and in the last year and a half, we've developed 5. We got a new one coming out in March.
Which one does he have today?
He has our pork rub.
The pork rub from 5 Points Barbecue, Mr. Dean. Thank you so much, folks. Very much. Good luck.
Did you get a picture?
Did we get
Get
it?
a
Where's
picture?
John Brody?
All right. Johnny?
We got a picture. I didn't know it, so I don't want to think of what I look like. But thank you all so much. 5 Points Barbecue. What
Appreciate
booth?
it.
5 Points?
It's
222. Booth 222
There
for
you
5
go.
points.
Hey, we got Wingull's Dry Rub, number 601 booth. Railway Rib Rub. What we got?
Wingull's?
Wingull's.
That's a great
Booth
name.
601.
Booth
601. 601. We're going to share your ribs.
601 was how much Haystacks Calhoun weighed back in the 1970s in pro wrestling. Anybody with booth 601? Is that you all? No, you just want a rib. That's a bad thing. Everybody runs up here. Oh, was it you? And they go, I just want a rib. Booth 601, Haystacks Calhoun booth. I don't think they're coming up, Mr.
Okay.
Dean.
All right, we move on. What we got?
God, look at that! Look at that scene on that big screen. Good night, nurse.
Taking you
Wow.
to the promised land.
Whew. And Brent Dean has the touch. I don't mind telling you. Look at that.
He's got it going right here. Tough Mother. There she is right there.
All right, come on up. Let me see again your
Tough Mother Spice
Tough
Rub.
Mother. I'm not going there. Tell us about your product.
All right, so, well, first, my company is woman veteran owned. We are certified organic by CCOF. It takes us about 2 to 3 months to make this spice rub. And what we do is we barrel age ginger, turmeric, horseradish, garlic, onions, hot peppers, habanero, jalapeno, black peppercorn, whole oranges, and certified organic honey. And we barrel age that. Wine press it out, dehydrate it, and turn it into a spice rub. It's delicious, and this stuff is the real deal.
That's a lot of work for a dry rub. Usually those are ready in 30 minutes, and you're talking months and months.
Months to get it like this. This stuff is intense.
What product is this that Eddie has? Do you remember?
Yeah, he has our Tough Mother Original Spice Rub.
Tough Mother Original Spice, Mr. Deen. What booth number?
420.
420. Well, that'll be easy to remember. Booth 420.
And
Tough
this-
Mother Original
Tough.
Spice.
There you go. Let's get that on LinkedIn.
Thank you, Tough.
And that's
Good
really
luck.
good. This Tough Mother Spice Rub is really good on vegetables. Lots of vegetables.
It
Look
smells
at there,
fantastic.
friends. About time y'all get here to eat ribs. Number 4. Okay, we got Bali Grind. Where are you? There you are. Let's
Where
get
is
it. You're on the way to the promised land right here with this seasoning.
All right.
I think so, but I'm a little biased.
Tell us about your product.
It's called Bali Grind. It's a seasoning rum made up of sea salt, whole black peppercorn, and habanero flakes. And I don't have eyes behind me.
Speak up so I can hear you.
The more you grind, the hotter you get. It's truth in advertising.
I like it. I like the little it's
Thank you.
fresh.
It's got 2 flavors. It's got the original blend that I think you're holding, and it also has a low salt version that I added garlic to that'll change your life.
Yeah, this what
Just
we call
saying.
metamorphosis of seasoning.
I like it, but I'm a little biased. Apparently, I don't get an opinion.
What booth can we find you in?
309.
309.
Unless I'm lingering up here.
No, you're fine. Bali Grind. Jabali? My apologies. Bali Grind, booth 301? 309. Bali Grind 309. It smells incredible. What's next, Mr. Deen? Brent, where are
We got salty wine, gourmet Hawaiian, island volcano seasoning.
we? Mr. Deen, can we take one breath and talk about winglings that we missed a few minutes ago?
Wingling. Where are they
They're
here?
right here.
All right. Well, let her talk about
Tell
winglings.
us about your
Tell us
product.
about winglings.
How you doing, folks? Hey, welcome to ZestFest. So we're a dry rub spice company. We also just came out with a new pretzel product that's a smoked chicken wing pretzel, but that's a little different. But our main focus is our dry rubs and seasonings. We have a all-natural product. You won't find any additives, preservatives, anything like that in there. Our main focus really is obviously all the barbecue meats and stuff, but we also, this year we won a Sophie Award for our fish rub. So we've got we got a really nice fish rub, and we've got some bay seasoning that's our own version of like a Bonnie Bay is what we call it, but it's like the Old Bay. So we've pretty much tried to cover everything from A to Z. We even have a wilderness line, so it opens you up to the Bass Pro Shops of the world and that type of thing, for Cabela's. Okay, we're in booth 601, so we're way in the back corner, and that's why we couldn't hear you.
My apologies. Winglings in booth 601. That sounds like a full range of products you've got back there. That's outstanding. Dry rub for fish. That's amazing. I can't wait to try that.
And we've also got a drink rimmer also for Bloody Marys. So you rim the top of the glass. So I think it won 3rd place here 2 years ago.
You guys have been thinking.
You got it.
Thinking winglings. Awesome. Thank you, winglings. 601? 601. The Haystacks Calhoun booth. Thank you. Thank you, winglings. Mr. Deen, where are we?
Next, island volcano seasoning. Where's our representative from booth 204?
Booth 204, Volcano Seasoning.
Volcano seasoning, 204.
The Volcano Bunch.
5
204.
o'clock. Everybody's running up here as if they're going.
They're running up here to eat,
Get a
Mr.
rib.
Dean, but they.
It's-
Volcano?
The name of the company is Saltine Wine Gourmet Hawaiian Sea Salts. Booth 204. great all-purposes rub with a slight kick. Perfect for ribs and chicken, especially here at ZestFest.
I have that one from last year, and I made jerky with it the other day. It's really good.
Island Volcano Seasoning.
Island Volcano,
That's number 3.
booth 204.
Yes, sir. Okay, we're going to move on to
Jam it, jam.
Jam It and Jam. I don't know if I introduced Brent, Scott.
How y'all doing,
I don't
guys?
think so, Mr. Dean. Please go right ahead.
I got him working up here. He got here at 5:05. So
Wow. AM?
yeah. So he said he's going to help wash all these dishes while I go upstairs and play the piano.
Good. I like that.
Jam It and Jam, booth 403, garlic peppery jelly.
Wow. That
Who we
sounds
got here?
great. Here we go. Here's Janet and Jam, Mr. Dean. Let me get
Janet
back
Jam.
over here.
All right, Kurt, here you go.
That's not you? Oh, no, we're back one more.
Which one's that?
So can turn your thing over there if you don't mind.
I think that's the last one.
Salty Wahine Gourmet
that
Hawaiian
blue
Sea
pouch, blue pouch.
Salts. That's where we are. Tell us about your product.
There you go.
All right. Well, we're a family owned and operated business. We're going on our 13th year. We're based out of Kauai, Hawaii. That's where we make everything. 85%, nervous. 85% of our ingredients are locally sourced in the islands, and we're just so happy to be here.
We're happy to have you. Salty Wahine Gourmet Hawaiian Sea Salts. What booth number? 204. You don't want to miss that. Salty Wahine in booth 204. Thank you very much, Salty. Now, where were we, Mr. Dean? My apologies.
Number 403, Jam It and Jam.
Jam it and jam.
Jam It and Jam. Are you all out here to get your picture taken? It's going nationwide, universal wide.
They'll come in just a couple of minutes, and we'll have to stop down again, and that's fine.
All right, Jam It Jam. It's got really a pretty glaze on it. Kurt over here has got a whole pan of them.
That's what Scott's serving now, is that Janet and Jam stuff over
Yeah.
at the sampling station.
All right, Kurt, it's got it going. Y'all ready to move on? Double Comfort Fury Chipotle Bourbon Sauce. Booth 413.
Booth 413, Double Comfort
Fury Chipotle Bourbon Sauce.
Cherry Chipotle Bourbon.
It's got a little
That's like
bourbon.
my three
look to
favorite
it.
words in the English language.
We have a Double Comfort.
What booth number, Mr. Dean? Do we have that?
413.
Booth 413.
This is sauce. We're going a different direction. We're moving out of the dry to the liquid.
Cherry Chipotle
Willie, you
Bourbon.
about ready in here in a little bit? What booth do you have, Willie? 310.
Some passers.
Gosh. Cherry Chipotle Bourbon. I swear to God, that's like number one, and number one of my favorite words in the language.
Double Comfort. Did they ever show up?
I don't think so, Mr.
All
Dean.
right, here, Kurt, take some Double Comfort out there. Now we got a little sauce on it. Double Comfort going out right now with Kurt.
Thanks, Kurt. This is who now? This is Double Comfort Cherry Chipotle Bourbon.
If you have not got a rib, you must be asleep.
You're going to have to come to the ribs. The ribs won't come to you.
Okay, we're going to unfold these ribs right in the midst of ZestFest. Okay, next we got Fox and Otter pickles.
I heard them. Fox and Otter, you around?
Fox and Otter,
Fox and Otter.
come talk about these pickles. Where's Fox and Otter?
I heard them too. Where do they go? I've seen them.
Fox and Otter.
What booth number, Mr. Dean?
There they are.
There they are. Come on, all the way
All right,
down.
here we go. Fox and Otter.
Everybody give him a big hand.
And around the stretch he comes, making his way to the. All right, Fox and Otter. Your stuff is coming up right now. Tell us about your product.
Okay, it's a mom and pop operation. It's a recipe that came from the 1970s and has been tweaked for about 40 years. And it's a spicy sweet pickle that is a really good crowd pleaser, and we hope everybody enjoys it.
Well, we're going to put it on some ribs. How does that sound?
Put it on some ribs, put it on whatever you want. It's going to work.
Get a pickle and a rib right there. Pickle and a rib.
Take one. Fox and Otter. What booth, Fox and Otter?
Fox and Otter is a bedtime story my parents used to tell my brother and I, and I'm the fox, my brother's the otter, and that's where it came from, yeah.
Very nice. What booth are you guys in?
124.
Booth 124.
Booth 124, the Fox and the Otter. The Fox is going to be taking some ribs around. I can't begin to tell you how good that smells. That smells incredible.
Get you a pickle there while you, Scott.
Fox and Otter. Oh, I'll take it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Fox.
Hey, we got chili slinger.
Oh, man, that's good. Woo.
324. All right, there you go.
All right.
Here, Kurt.
Tell us about your product.
We are Chili Slinger. I'm Mark Chambers, the owner. This is the boss right here, Mary Beth. We won Best of the Best last year. It was our first year to this event. We had a great time, met a lot of nice people, had a lot of fun. Our product is all natural, gluten-free, no corn syrup. We don't use MSG. It's what they call a clean product. It's good on just everything, barbecued, smoked, grilled, however you want to use it.
Yay, that's it?
Yep. Sorry, guys. And our booth number is 324.
We've got 5 flavors of sauce and the seasoning, and this is our chipotle, which is our medium. So enjoy.
Fantastic. The Chili Slinger and 324 with their official mascots. Can't wait to taste this stuff. Fantastic. Thanks, Mark. That's the Chili Slingers 324. You'll want to stop by and pick that up. We got ribs coming out. What's next, Mr. Dean?
Alexandra Great Seasoning. 2 thumbs up. Barbecue sauce. My good friend from Alexandria, Alabama, Louisiana. Where are you from, Willie? Why do you call it Alexandria? Oh, that's your last name. Your last name?
Oh, okay. So it's not Alexander, Louisiana. It's Burleson. All right. Tell us about your product.
Alexandria, pretty close.
My name is Willie Alexander, and I have a full line of seasonings. It's called Alexander's Great Seasoning. And I just want you to know that I have barbecue sauce, rubs, and also hot sauce. The barbecue sauce has been a real big hit. But the 2 thumbs up rub has been a big hit. My wife is a caterer, and when she started using it, her business skyrocketed. Also, I have the barbecue sauce in a couple of stores. One is in Burleson and one is in Arlington, and they are flying off the shelves. So thank you all. My booth number is 310, so come by and check it out.
Thank you so much. Booth 310. Where did they go? They're gone already. Good grief. You guys, all right. Booth 310.
All right, we got all the way from Honduras.
Yeah.
Brown sugar, apple cider vodka. Man, this got everything in it. If this don't take you on the promised land, I don't know what will.
This, I know, was Lingua del Fuego from Honduras. And I can't begin to tell you how impressed I am with them, Mr. Dean, for not only getting here, but getting their product here. I mean, just getting an apple across the border is one thing. They got product here. Come on down. Come on down and show it off. This is a fantastic product. We sampled some of it back at the production booth earlier. Please go right ahead. Go right ahead. Show it off. Tell us about what product this is.
So this is Altar Barbecue. It's alcohol infused with vodka. It's got molasses, got cumin, and it's coming to your mouth too, guys. So you got to try it before it runs out. Booth 426, right across the bar, right across the stage. So please come by. We only brought 98 bottles in total. We sold like about 20 today. So come by and pick yours before tomorrow ends.
Exactly. Lingua del Fuego, they will be out tomorrow. Trust me. Fantastic. From Honduras, as Mr. Dean said. That's a long way. That's a lot further than Euless. And we're awfully glad that they're here. That smells incredible.
Wow.
Look at that
Man,
line.
everybody lined up for Honduras. What was that about?
You never know what you can get away with in Honduras, to be honest with you. It's already gone. That's it. Mr. Dean, thank you.
Man, y'all got it lined up. Okay, we got Clowns on Fire. Booth 202. Clowns on Fire. Where are you, Clowns on Fire?
Clowns on fire? Clowns like
on fire.
circus clowns? Clowns on fire?
Clowns on fire.
That's like a nightmare come true right there.
Hey guys, it's Mango Reaper. I've actually had this a couple times out here. It's really good stuff.
Mango Reaper, Clowns on Fire. What booth number?
It's pretty spicy.
Do we know what booth number?
It's
Brent?
booth number 202.
Booth 202, Clowns on Fire. You guys out there? Oh, here comes the clowns. Isn't it rich?
We got this one.
Me and my friend.
Clowns on fire, they here?
Yes, they're right here, Mr. Dean.
All right.
Tell us.
Hi, you're trying Extreme Mango Reaper. That was our flagship barbecue hot sauce. It's a little bit sweet with some Texas heat. It started about 2.5 years ago, and it's won about 4 awards.
You have the paper.
It's really good with chicken, fish, shrimp, ribs,
Oh, it's the paper.
especially with wings. So hopefully that will win tonight. We're crossing our fingers.
Awesome. Thanks, Clowns on Fire. Great job. What booth?
202.
202. Clowns on Fire.
Hey, that's a really good sauce. I've had that a few years now.
Anybody want to hear me sing in the Clowns again? Any requests? We're taking requests all night here.
We got
Mr. Dean?
Naga Foods, Wasabani Seafood Hot Sauce. Seafood Hot Sauce. There he is. He's
Here we
been
go.
He was the first.
Yeah,
he was the
first
first
one
guy
here.
here.
All right, tell us about your product.
Well, hello, ZestFest. My name is Johnny Songpa Party, co-founder of Fire Naga Foods, LLC. Our debut product is Vatsana's Seafood Hot Sauce. I want to share a story. One of my most cherished memories as a child was eating boiled crawfish with my mom and little sister on the floor of our small apartment. A couple of years ago, I tried to make boiled crawfish again, and it just wasn't the same. And so I talked to my mom, and I told her what happened. And that's when I realized what was missing. It was the hot sauce and the people to share it with. And so now I have the hot sauce available for everyone over at the booth 139 next to the corner bar. And so come grab yourself a bottle and spread the joy. Thank
There
you.
you go. Booth
What booth number
139.
again?
139.
Booth 139. Vatsana's hot sauce. Here we go. You want to take the first step? Take them around. Let everybody sample your product. Sounds fantastic. What a great story. Who among us hasn't been there with Grandma on the floor of the house eating her cooking and wondering, well, why can't I do that? Well, now we know. And Vatsana's got it going on over there at booth 134. Fantastic. Mr. Dean?
Bernard's Gourmet Foods, mango, pineapple, and habanero.
Bernard's.
122. Let's get your picture up here.
Up, here we go. Here's Bernard's, Mr. Dean.
Hey, ZestFest. I'm Michelle Bernard, and we have today our roasted mango pineapple habanero. My husband developed it to cook with, and it does pair quite well with ribs. It starts off sweet, and then it gets a little sassy. So, y'all, please enjoy. Thank you. We are booth 122.
Booth 122, Bernard's sauces. Which sauce is this?
It's roasted mango pineapple habanero.
Roasted mango pineapple habanero. And that's going to go quick. Oh, here we go. Here comes the line. Mr. Dean?
Deep Fork Foods, number 128, hot pepper butter. Where's hot butter?
Hot
say
pepper
that
butter.
10. How do you say that 10 times in a row?
That's easy for you to
Hot
say.
Pepper butter.
Hot pepper butter. Where are we?
Hot pepper butter.
Here they come, Mr. Dean.
Let's get on. Gotta get the picture now. This is all about the picture now.
Here we go.
There he goes. Right
There you go. Right here.
Yeah, so our hot pepper butter is jalapeno. We just won a Scovia Award for our hot pepper butter. I believe you're using our medium pepper butter for these ribs today. We are out of just south of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We are in booth 128.
Booth 128, Deep Fork Foods. This is, again, hot pepper butter.
Hot. Can you put it on biscuits?
Put it on biscuits? Yeah. That sounds awesome.
Put a little honey on top, man. You got.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm getting hungry now.
That's good
Deep
stuff.
Fork Foods from Oklahoma, booth what number again?
Hot pepper butter.
128. You'll want to stop by and visit our friends at Deep Fork Foods. Fantastic, Mr. Deen.
Hey, we got Kirk. Kirk here's got his ribs. Gonna let him talk.
Oh, all right.
Y'all show him
Might
some
as
love.
well.
He's been passing the ribs
Tell
out all
us.
the time.
Howdy, ZestFest. So we've got some ribs that these gentlemen, fine gentlemen, prepared for us. We're using our Smoke and Ghost hot sauce. It's a medium spice, actually. It was my grandfather. No, actually, yeah, you're using our Smoke and Ghost. So it's going to be a medium spice. It's a good hickory hot sauce. It's great on ribs. The reason why we call it Evil Cowboy, my grandfather had a meat market. He cooked ribs and brisket and actually hot dogs in this sauce for about 45 years and would take those briskets and hot dogs to the rodeo, and that's where Evil Cowboy started. So my brother and I, a couple years ago, started producing this sauce again so everybody can enjoy it. We've had a lot of Super Bowl parties, ate a lot of hot dogs, and now we get to let everybody else enjoy it as well.
Thank you so much, Kurt, the Evil Cowboy. Do you have a booth here, Kurt? What's the number? 311.
311, all the way from 311.
It's like the old band from the 90s. 311.
311. Okay, Cooper small batch. Number 209.
Cooper small batch. Cooper.
This is
Here's Cooper.
This is a perfect storm.
Tell us, Cooper.
I'm not Cooper, but I'm John. Cooper's my son. We're going to be giving you guys our newest hot sauce, which is going to be a perfect storm. It's going to be orange, cranberry, and pineapple hot sauce. Absolutely going to be delicious with the smoke on the ribs. Booth 209.
Booth 209 for Cooper's. Yep, got to get your photo.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks, Cooper.
What's your first name again? John.
He's
All
John.
right,
Cooper's the son.
The
Like
benefits
Cooper
of
Manning.
his father.
The one they don't talk about.
That's. All right, we got booth 303, Danielle Sauces.
Oh, I know Danielle's
Danielle
here.
Smoke and Spice Barbecue. Where are you? There you
All
are.
right, Danielle, tell us about it. Danielle, you don't look like a Danielle.
I'm not Danielle. I'm Mark. Danielle's my wife. She started the company 29 years ago. She makes the sauce and I sell it. That's our Smoke and Spice Barbecue, which won 5 Golden Chili Awards. Thank you. It's a Carolina-style barbecue. Starts out with a little vinegar, then you get your smoke, and the cayenne pepper comes in on the back end. Hope you enjoy it. We're in booth 303.
Booth 303 for Danielle's. This is a Carolina-based hot sauce. Thank you, Danielle's.
Do we call Mark Mr. Danielle?
I guess so.
Okay.
In front of her, you do.
And we got hotter than L. Duke's Cold Nose Brown Ale Chipotle. Booth 108, hotter than L. What's hotter than L?
Booth 108, hotter than L.
EL.
Hey, is anybody lit up yet? After all these ribs?
Booth 108.
Booth 108. Booth 108, where are you? Out there in Zest Heaven.
Are they coming? Booth 108.
A mild chipotle made with a brown ale. You will taste the beer up front, followed by the chipotle.
That sounds about right.
So this is definitely going to take you to L.
Oh, is this hotter than L? Here we go,
Hotter
Mr.
than
Dean.
L is
They-
coming up here.
Fresh off the train from L, here we are. Tell us about your product.
The Duke's Cold Nose Chipotle. It's made with a beer out of Jacksonville, Florida, Bold City Brewery. I have a couple of their beers in some of my sauces. It's a mild sauce on my end. Super popular with meats. A lot of people use it barbecuing, grilling. All natural. Booth 108, hotter than L.
Booth 108.
Booth 108, hotter than hell. Love Jacksonville.
Yeah,
Anything
come on,
Jacksonville, I'm all in
come
favor
grab them
of.
real quick
Thank
and go find some friends.
you. Oh, yeah, you'll make them fast.
Now be sure and save a couple for yourself. Huh?
Hotter than hell, Booth 108.
What we got here? Hazmat.
Do this one here.
Okay. This is it?
Yes.
Hazmat hot sauce?
No, right there. These two right here.
Oh, we got a switch here. Mrs. Penny's Kitchen, blackberry fire barbecue sauce. Where's Miss Penny?
Miss Penny, Blackberry Fire.
Mrs. Penny Kitchen, 419. She's on the end, on the other side of Seagram's, right there.
Mrs. Penny. My apologies to Mr.
Mrs.
Penny.
Penny's.
Mrs. Penny, are you on the way?
Blackberry fire barbecue sauce. I had tried that with some brisket while ago.
Mrs. Penny, are you
really,
coming? Here's Mrs. Penny.
Where's she at? Where's she?
Right
There
here in
she
the
is.
orange, Mr. Dean.
Go hand it to her.
Mrs. Penny, tell us about your product.
My blackberry fire barbecue sauce. It's no ketchup, no corn syrup, no soy. Totally built from scratch with Italian tomato sauce. I use fresh organic blackberries. And I tell people I have the sauce that you can pronounce everything that's in it. And it was inspired by my blackberry cobbler that I made for my grandmother.
That's fantastic. You're in booth 419, Mrs. Penny's Kitchen. Why don't you run up there? Or, Carter, is that what you're handing out right now, Mrs. Penny's? Mrs. Penny, spread the love around. Grab that. In fact, take the whole thing. Take it around if you want. Let everybody have some.
Take it back to your booth.
Mrs. Penny's, what booth number again? 419?
We got hazmat out here? There we go, right here.
Hazmat. Do we have two for hazmat?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they're already here, Mr. Dean.
Here.
Tell us about your product.
I'm Marcy with Hazmat Hot Sauce. We're from Hollister, California, right in the middle of the apricot orchard that goes into my bottles of hot sauce. It's apricot habanero. It's won 9 international awards. And we have a new one, a future award winner, Scary Cherry, which is a cherry ghost pepper. Come try it. 414 is my booth.
Booth 414.
414. Hazmat from California, Mr. Dean. Booth 414. That sounds incredible. So much of a flavor profile in those ribs. Here we go. She's spreading the love right now.
That's it.
Did we miss anybody? We went to about 20.
Is that everybody? Did anybody not get a rib?
Did somebody not get a rib?
Good,
Oh,
great. Now I don't want to hear from the
Hey,
crew.
we're sold out, guys. I'm
I
sorry.
do not want to hear from the crew.
Can you put a camera right down here? All right, I appreciate the opportunity to work with all these great folks, vendors from ZestFest. It's always an incredible pleasure just to be a part of this experience.
Hey, guys, and if y'all could, show some love to these vendors. You know, they're putting their necks on the line to show off their product. We need that, guys.
And for those of you that are going to be here tomorrow night is the Eddie Dean Rib and Pig Roast. Going to need a separate ticket for that, but it is worth the price of admission. The best of Eddie and Brett Dean on a buffet laid out right here. You can't beat it. It's honestly about a third of the price as you would pay anywhere else. So if you're looking for dinner tomorrow night, Eddie Dean's Rib and Pig Roast will be right here in the Celebrity Chef stage at ZestFest. How about a big hand as we wrap up day one for the man himself, Eddie Dean.
And my son, Brent Dean. And all my grandkids out there.
You on fire? You burning up?
Y'all okay?
We can step it up if you want to. Here, come here. I got one. Let's try this one.
Okay, hazmat. Who's going to eat it?
Let's try another hazmat. You regretting saying that? Yeah, come on, get it.
Hey, Willie, you want to try the hazmat? Come on now.
There you go, buddy.
Thank you, man.
You look hungry. Hey guys, thank y'all guys. We could do like a suicide. Just pour everything onto one. Is it warm? Thank y'all guys for real. Have a good day.